11 tonight, federal authorities say one semi-driver never should have been behind the wheel when he hit and killed a sheriff's deputy in Loudon County last year. Chris Jenkins was trying to clear a ladder from the highway when he was hit and killed last February. Federal authorities say the company employing truck driver Christopher Savannah failed to follow the steps necessary to ensure he could drive a truck safely. A new investigation by our sister station in Denver found that kind of failure is a national problem, and that it's driven in large part by more small companies jumping into the trucking business. For a deeper look at that concern, here's reporter Vinay Simlot. Vinay?
John, Christopher Savannah drove the truck that hit and killed Sergeant Jenkins. Troopers say he was high on drugs when it happened. A previous failed drug test meant he shouldn't have been driving that morning at all.
Rest easy, Sergeant. We have it from here.
For weeks
I consider him a great friend and brother.
and months, Loudon County mourned the loss of one of its officers.
His fellow deputies loved him, and I loved him.
Federal investigators say Koboat Trucking hired Christopher Savannah in January of 2022. In February, prosecutors say he hit and killed Sergeant Jenkins.
The public needs to have confidence that if you're going to let someone new enter this space, they prove they know what they're doing.
A relatively new company, Koboat Trucking got its license in 2019. At the time of the crash in Loudon County, the owner says it had only one driver, Christopher Savannah. The Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration says the company hired him without checking to see if he had a license, without drug testing him, or monitoring the hours he drove. Inspectors found Koboat Trucking violated that same rule back in 2021. In a similar crash in Colorado, a truck driver, 8 days into his learner's permit, crashed into this car. The impact killed Shirley Rose. The driver worked for a Louisiana-based company. He was their only driver, too. Zach Cahalan with the Truck Safety Coalition says the federal government doesn't do enough to make sure small or new trucking companies operate safely.
They're not set up to even adequately ensure that the new carriers coming in know what they're doing.
It wasn't until after the crash in Loudon County, inspectors found Koboat Trucking's brakes and tires weren't up to federal standards, and Christopher Savannah wasn't fit to drive. Now, Savannah drove the truck that hit and killed Jenkins. Troopers say that he will be back in court in May of 2023. John?